we were having a conversation because we're both truck drivers. We were literally having a conversation about, man, we need to find a community that just loves God and loves Christ and loves the game.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we need to find, because we're so sick and tired of the toxic about everything about this game, when we get random, everything. And like literally a week later, Bane of Mice sent us a link to this. Pretty much instantly just fell in love, bro. So yeah, I got saved at the age of 15. So pretty much at the age of 15, I had already ran with gang members, done drugs, sold drugs, and pretty much ran, I guess to be nice, I ran like parts of town with, I don't want to say the gang name just because I'm not associated with them no more, but put it like this, they're two different colors, and I was one of them. I wasn't in it, but I ran with them.
Okay.
And like I said, pretty much did drugs and everything, and got into just a situation with my mother. I did drugs with my mom and stuff too.
Okay.
So like my childhood was like not godly by any stretch of the imagination. I've been to church and stuff, but never really understood it. Kind of was put on a bus and stuff like that, or I went with my grandpa just because they took me out to eat.
Yep.
And I like to eat, so.
That I do know.
I guess at the age of 15, I became a lifeguard because I was always a swimmer. That was kind of like my sport. Really, really good swimmer, to the point of like, if I had the money, I could have went and trained for the Olympics. My dad and my parents didn't have the money, so we were pretty poor, like really, really poor. But I became a lifeguard anyways, and when I became a lifeguard, I was pretty much told that, hey, don't do drugs from this day to this day, so you'll pass the drug test. So I knew people in the city and all that. So I didn't do drugs, and I met this girl like right afterwards, and she kind of, what are we doing? We getting in a car or something?
I'm just gonna walk around because if I get in the car, it's gonna be super loud, and I'd rather listen to your testimony.
I get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. So this girl invited me to church, and I started going. Really, the only reason why I went, if you could put two and two together at that time, with me doing everything I was in and into and stuff, there's really only one reason why I went. I know there's some pretty young people on here, so I won't say why, but that's where I went. And well, honestly, it just got a hold of me, man.
Church got a hold of you?
Church got a hold of me, man. Not church, but God.
Okay.
I went a few times, and the people there were really nice to me after they made sure I was an actual adult, because I looked very old for my age. I had like a mustache, and at 15, and everybody thought I was like 23 dating a 14-year-old.
Yeah, they were all sussed out for a second.
They were, and they said that my old pastor even tells me, to this day, he's like, bro, I thought you were a crackhead. I ain't gonna lie.
Which like kind of isn't the most wrong thing he's ever said up to that point in your life.
No. I never did. Well, I didn't know I was doing crack. Actually, I kind of found out I was later on.
Oh, actual? I was kidding.
Yeah. No, well, I used to lace cocaine with weed and smoke it, which I guess evidently, if you smoke crack, it's technically, or smoke cocaine, it's technically crack. So I didn't know that.
Okay.
But whatever. Yeah. I've been through it all, man. At 8, and all this by 15, you know what I mean? Fighting and just robbing people and all kind of crazy stuff. But anyways, yeah, dude. So I got in church and everything, and really got I just got a hold of, man. God like just kind of touched me and just changed my life in a way that I wasn't looking for, and it was kind of crazy because I wasn't there for that.
Yeah.
I always hear people, one of my biggest pet peeves is I used to hear people talk about people only going to church like on certain days of the year. Like, oh man, these guys only go to church, on Christmas or Easter. And I'm just like, man, it only takes one service for God to change somebody's life. Yeah. So I'm so glad there's people come on those days, even if it's just one.
That's a really good perspective that I think a lot of us take for granted sometimes. Like, we're like, oh, we go to church X number of days a year, and like, we almost think like we almost put ourselves on this own pedestal of like, hey, like we deserve more of God's love, or we deserve to be seen higher in the church or whatever because of this, when really we should be praying that those people show up on that one service, and then God would take a hold of that person.
Right, 100%. Yeah, so much.
I made a mistake. Yep, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. But dude, I think that's a really refreshing perspective, and thank you for it, because that humbles me for sure.
Yeah, one of my biggest things is like trying to talk to younger teens, because just because like I've been to where some of these teens have been and do some of the things they do, and I'm able to give them the perspective of, hey, look, I've done it, I know what you're going through, let me talk to you,
Yeah.
That's like, as I used to like do youth ministry work and stuff like that at my older church. I don't go there now. I go to a completely different church because well, I've kind of matured in my faith.
Yep.
That's a different story for a different day, and I just don't see eye to eye on certain things.
Asian,
like,
thanks for the follow, bro.
I was like
old school Baptist, I appreciate it, dude.
And now I'm I don't really necessarily like the term denominational, non-denominational, but yeah, I just don't. There's a lot of things. I used to be a King James truther, for example.
Okay.
I'm not anymore.
Okay.
I actually just learned about that not too long ago. So we got a team here. He's probably just he's probably by himself trying to get in that helicopter and take off.
Yeah. Was there a moment when you were younger, or even lately, where it's like, hey, like I'm transitioning this from like a Pew's the big star of the show to God? Was there like a moment, or was it like a slowly over time you're like, okay, I'm gonna start pursuing Jesus, and because Jesus pursued me?
So like with everything I was into, literally had no desire once I accepted Christ. Like the desire just left.
I love it. All right, so these pieces.
Down the guy up there.
All right.
Got a guy jumped over here on top of y'all's building.
Yeah. Got a guy super weak right here.
They ran down to the left over here.
Got one down.
Down one. Yeah, that's to the left.
Wait, over here?
No, I'm left.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah, he was right there. I just see him.
I got him.
There you go.
I was like, Pew, what are you talking about, bro? I was like, I do not see them, and they were ghosted, so that makes sense.
Oh, just got fried by a team right here. Yeah, there's a guy up top over there somewhere.
I got the one that was up top. But dude, that's awesome. That it's just like, hey, I just didn't want. I just didn't want the things of the world anymore. Like, dude, that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's such a
pretty much
gospel.
how it worked. And the crazy thing is, I was talking. I actually gave my testimony last night too, so it's like second time I've done it. But
let's go, baby.
The people that like I used to associate with, I didn't stop associating with them. They actually just kind of didn't want to associate with me anymore.
Okay. There's somebody in this building too.
Okay, 10-4. I got my eyes on it.
My man said 10-4. I love it. But dude, that's a huge blessing. That's a huge blessing. Like God just kind of, in the midst of it all, He moved in such a way that did both.
I literally, because there's like a lot of people that have been like in my situation and stuff, and unfortunately, it's hardly ever like that. There are people that have been in my situation that have come in it, and I always tell those people that are like me, like, hey, look, we're literally miracles. Like, to go from where we were to where we are now, like we are like, if anybody's ever said, well, have you ever seen a miracle? Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Just look at me.
Amen. There's people on the left side of this area, like over by my ping. And this question I love asking people: what's God doing in your heart right now, or in your life right now, to draw you near to Him? Is there something like that that's going on, or what?
Yeah. So 100% would be this community. Yeah, I got him. See him over there.
He's cracked. Down. This guy sniping. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm not dead. I don't know how I'm not dead. I downed one over there. I'm gonna try to get in front of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this community.
Pretty much this community, man. Yeah. We one of the craziest things was anybody's got plates, I could use a couple. Or if we got a bot nearby.
Exclamation mark focus or exclamation mark combo in chat.
The old guy. Hopefully he's watching. He's old as dirt. He's 52 years old, but I
Wait,
love
who is
him
it?
to death. Ren Dog.
Okay.
He just turned 52 this week. But we were having a conversation because we're both truck drivers. We were literally having a conversation about, man, we need to find a community that just loves God and loves Christ and loves the game.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we need to find because we're so sick and tired of the toxic. About everything about this game, when we get random, everything, and like literally a week later.
You need plates?
Kevin, yes, I do.
Okay, let's go get plates and UAVs down here.
Roger. Bane of Mice sent us a link to this and was like, hey man, check out this guy. He's a Christian streamer, and I was like, okay, cool. And I checked him out, and I was just like, I pretty much instantly just fell in love, bro.
Well, I fell in love with you right away too, just so you know.
And I will say, I would never. Oh, there's two guys right here on this buy. I'm gonna take them.
They know you're here probably, unless you're ghosted.
I'm not ghosted, but it's okay.
Oh
yeah, they know I'm here. Right?
Yeah, Pew, we need to push. We need to push this way because there's someone on my left or my right shooting me too.
I'll push to the left over here a little bit.
Got one down, two really weak. I can't really push all that much. I'm gonna need to get someone to get a second down for me to push that.
I'm almost out of AR ammo too.
Here, gun at 8 station.
I'm just doing it.
Okay, I'm with you.
This is the worst idea I've ever had.
Down one.
Got a second down, third down.
He's in the corner.
Can you survive for?
Pew, there's no way we got out of that, baby. Let's go. Hey, good stuff, dude. If I fry this kid out of the air, he's
I get half of that credit.
maybe to add on is like, what's the biggest thing this community has brought to your life and your walk with Christ? Yeah.
I would say 100% just having that self-positivity every single day when you wake up and you can go into the Discord. Right, so you can go into Discord and it's always positive. Good morning. How are you doing?
Oh, jeez. I'm selling. Everywhere.
And I appreciate this community on a serious note. It's very refreshing, just to finish my thought there, to be able to get on something that is social media and not see so much negativity.
Yeah.
It's only positive. It's only about Jesus. And that's very refreshing.